This is the IFSA Strongman World Championships from Reykjavik, Iceland. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. We started with 24. We're down to 12 competitors, the final 12. And what a job these 12 competitors have done for the crowd here in Reykjavik. Shattering world record after world record. Whether it's the giant barbell or whether it's the farmer's walk. These athletes have been putting on a tremendous show for the fans worldwide in television and the fans in Reykjavik. Here are your final 12 athletes. Nick Best, Vitas Blaketis, Solis Brusokas, Irvin Katona, Mikael Kuklayev, Bendik Magnusson, Andrus Murmets, Travis Ortmeyer, Zadruda Savikas, Robert Chapansky, Oli Thompson, and Vasil Vereshchuk.
The log lift. It tests shoulders, triceps, and upper body strength.
Well, the adrenaline has to be flowing for every one of these athletes during this large spectacle in Reykjavik, Iceland. And for Nick Best, this is a chance for him to put on a show for his fans back at home in the United States. Nick Best will come out and take on the log lift for max weight. Each man will get 3 opportunities. We'll take on Nick Best right now as he moves to the 140 kilo lift. He's already made 120. Can he make 140 and move up? Having trouble on the press out. Nick Best has it roll away. We talk about upper body strength, as Jamie Reeves mentioned, but Nick Best says, you know what? I'm drained, physically drained through this competition. And this competition just takes the most out of every athlete. Best rolls the implement back into place, but time is going to wind down on him. He knows that he may take another crack at 140, but if he wasn't happy with his first shot, he's not even going to roll the second one up to the shoulders. Nick Best will be good at 120 and fail at 140 kilos. A good shot of all the athletes looking on, and this is an important factor for the athletes because they get to watch. It's almost a cat and mouse game. They get to watch what the other athlete chooses to do, what kind of weights he chooses to start with, as well as what kind of weights he chooses to jump to. Here's another American. This is Travis Ortmeyer. He's had a good show so far. Ortmeyer has not been happy with his performance, but I'll tell you something, he made the final 12, and that is an accomplishment in its own right. 160 kilos, 353 pounds for Travis Ortmeyer. He's already made 150. 160 should, it's very difficult to be pressed out. Ortmeyer having trouble keeping it controlled, has to drop the implement. You have to be successful at one weight before moving on to another one. So we talk about that cat and mouse game. If Ortmeyer doesn't make 160, he will be stuck at 150. Rolls it up the chest. Now can he press it out? That was a tough press to the chest. Travis Ortmeyer is totally frustrated. He gives his thanks to the crowd here in Reykjavik as time is winding down. Travis Ortmeyer unsuccessful at 160 kilos, but was successful at 150. Here's your hometown favorite, Bendik Magnusson. Look at Benny, looking like the bull he is, comes right up to the log. He's already made 150 and 160 kilos. This is an attempt at 170 kilos, 375 pounds for Bendik Magnusson of Iceland. The 23-year-old taking all sorts of time lapping the log, gets it to his chest. Now the big press out. Magnusson straightens the arms. Can he hang on to it? Can he hang on? Yes, he does. Bendik Magnusson good at 170 kilos. Solis Brusokas of Lithuania. Brusokas has already made the 160 kilo lift. Now he will attempt 170 kilos. That will keep pace with Bendik Magnusson. And he's having difficulty rolling it up the chest. He does get it to the shoulders, trying to press it out. He lost it over top. And that's got to hurt the lower part of the back, losing the weight over top. Solis Brusokas, the 37-year-old Lithuanian, came third at the Lithuanian Championships behind Blakaitis and Savickis.
Asmeninė mano istorija tai tokia, kad aš, būdamas mažas vaikas, tai labai susižavėjau stipriais vyrais ir pradėjau kilnot štangas.
He says as a small child he wanted to be as strong as possible. No motivation was needed, and now after 20 years of working out, it's become a way of life for him.
Gyvenimo be šito sporto, tai taip ir prasidėjo viskas. Man patinka už tai, kad galiūnai yra labai draugiški žmonės.
Brusokas also says that he feels okay to travel with other strongmen. They're too big for small fights, and he enjoys being around some of the world's greatest athletes.
Galėsiu pasigirti, kad su tokiais vyrais kartu važinėjom ir kartu sportavom.
Poland's Robert Szczepanski, I call him the Polish powerhouse. He has one of the most tremendously built upper bodies. He's been successful at 160 and 170, now attempting 175 kilos. And Szczepanski looks to have pulled that hamstring muscle once again. He's had a problem with his legs during the whole competition, and that looks to just affected him on the 175 kilo attempt. That brings up Andrius Murmets of Estonia. The Rock, they call him. Now, Murmets has been successful at 165 kilos. This is an attempt at 175 kilos. He rolls it up to the chest. Does he have enough energy left in his body to press it out? He gets it halfway up, and no, it comes right back down. Will he take another crack at it? Murmets just can't handle the big 175 kilo log. But a great effort from Andrius Murmets. Vidas Blakaitis of Lithuania, second at the Lithuania Strongest Man competition. He's been successful at 170 kilos. This is 180, 397 pounds. Blakaitis puts it to the shoulders, now presses it up, locks it out, and puts it down. What a job from Vidas Blakaitis, 180 kilos. He is the current leader. Mikhail Kuklayev has been working desperately to try to get the championship crown away from Zydrunas Savickis. Kuklayev was good at 170. This is for 180 kilos. Well balanced. Now to push it up. Oh, he has some difficulty pressing it out. A second try. He locks it out, looks down, and he's good at 180 kilos, Mikhail Kuklayev. So there seems to be a bit of a logjam in the 170 to 180 kilos. So they're going to move it up to 190 kilos, says Ollie Thompson. And he's very confident he can press out 190 kilos. He's been very strong in the upper body all season long. This is 419 pounds for Great Britain's strongest man. He's got it on the lap. Rolls it up the chest. Oh, he's having trouble getting it up there, but he finally does. Now it's up to Ollie Thompson to press it out. He's spending a lot of time on the chest, and that could cost him some precious energy. No, that one's not going to happen. Ollie Thompson, oh, you look at him very lightheaded as he staggers away, missing at 190, but he's good at 180 kilos.
Just made very hard work on my first few reps, 180, and took a lot of energy out of me. Very disappointed with that again.
Here is the world champion, Zydrunas Savickis, also the world record holder in this event at 202.5 kilos. He's been good at 180 kilos and has moved the bar to 195 kilos, 430 pounds. Savickis easily pressing out 430 pounds, and he's good at 195. Boy, does that put pressure on anybody who wants to challenge him for his crown. Zydrunas Savickis still has one lift left. Will he go for a world record and try to break his 202.5? Vasyl Vedeschuk of the Ukraine. This is his type of event. Vedeschuk, a mountain of a man, massive upper body. He's already been good at 190, so just 5 kilos behind Zydrunas Savickas. If he hits here at 200, we'll watch Savickas go for a world record. If not, Savickas will take the 195 and go home with a victory. Vasyl Vedeschuk has it on the lap. Rolls it to the chest. Can he get it up? No, he's having difficulty at 200 kilos. Vasyl Vedeschuk will wave to the crowd and say thank you very much for a great competition. 200 kilos attempted by Vasyl Vedeschuk. Currently, only one man, Zydrunas Savickas, has broken 200 kilos. So although 12 competitors came to test out the IFSA steel log, it was all Zydrunas Savickas one more time. 195 kilos was the weight that won the steel log in this competition. A big effort from everybody as they stepped it up. In the log lift, there you see Savickas. He missed his world record attempt at 215 kilos. Vedeschuk in second spot. Bendik Magnusson in fourth. Muttermets in fifth. Nick Best rounds out the top 8. Now the athletes had a bit of time to themselves in Iceland. And one of the things that they were able to do, thanks to the good folks at Toyota, was take out some of the new Toyota 4x4s and go for a drive in the sands. A lot of the athletes just were able to cruise through the countryside, but some took it a little more aggressively. And some said, this is my opportunity to shine behind the wheel. The stark contrast in nature throughout the Icelandic countryside, whether it's sand and gravel roads to icy and snow roads, the Toyota 4x4s were able to handle everything that our athletes put the stress under. They came to the edge, but the Toyota trampled on. The 4x4s did their job just like our world champion athletes here on IFSA's World Championships.
Yeah, I love this Toyota truck. We were driving along there, and it was all icy, and I didn't even know it until I got out of the car. I step out and slipped, and then I say, you know, geez, that's pretty good, because you couldn't even tell it was icy driving along. And as soon as you go to step out and walk on the ground, you start slip sliding all over the place, but the truck didn't slide at all.
So just like the IFSA superstars, the Toyota 4x4s proved their worth on the Icelandic terrain. They gave a great day of fun to our athletes.
This wheelbarrow is very, very heavy. This will test the athlete's grip strength as well as endurance.
There's your two Toyota pickup trucks getting ready to go for the wheelbarrow hold race. And I'll tell you something, this is 375 kilos, 800